How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Love starting the video with a voice crack, but we're keeping it real around here. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. This is the weekly watch list. Everything I'm going to be watching, levels, zones, areas of interest in the stock market on SPY, QQQ, and then some of the tech stocks in there: Nvidia, AMD, Apple, Amazon, Google, and Tesla. Haven't traded Tesla in like over a month now, but I still keep up with the levels and watching every day. Honestly, it just it moves so wild for me. I get my setups on the other stocks, so we'll see how much longer I keep in the rotation. I really only actually really watch it on Fridays as like a fun little thing, but don't really day trade it very often. But nonetheless, let's get into it. So we're going to kick things off here with SPY. All right, these are levels I'll be watching: previous day high, previous day low, and this 684.39 level in between. So I'll be watching calls over this level here up to the previous day high. I'll be keeping my focus on puts underneath 684.39. If we open up, say, up here and get under the EMAs, under the prior day close, maybe a pre-market low, I'll be watching puts down to the previous day low. Underneath the over the previous day high, my next zone is all-time highs. And underneath the previous day low, my next support is 676.75, 675.89. And then below that, we got a decent amount of room down. I do have this potential level in here as well, 672.44. Previous highs here. I'd probably watch this again. I mean, this level here, this was that tariff sell-off. It was a really key level for a while, kind of sold off again here. So somewhere in this 672 area, we'll take a look. But we have a lot of room down to the 664, so we'll see what the market wants to do. Maybe it wants to break all-time highs. You know, we obviously rejected the all-time highs on this past Friday, had a pretty big, sell-off day. So we'll see where we go from there. We'll go over to QQQ. I'm not showing ES and NQ just because the levels are the exact same as SPY and QQQ. So on the 15-minute here, we have our same thing: previous day high, previous day low. I'll be watching calls over this intraday pivot at 618.28 and 617.6. I'll be watching calls over that to the previous day high. Then above that, I have 625.83. And then this daily gap that we still haven't filled, I believe, right here from November 3rd. We have the wick that we wicked off of already 1, 2, 3 times. But we have the open of that day as well. I'm sorry, the close. So at 631.98. So if we do get above these highs, 629.81, I'll definitely be looking at longs up to that level here. And then the all-time highs. Underneath the previous day low, my first support is 610.29. And then as you can see, very similar to SPY and QQ. I'm sorry, very similar to just SPY. Underneath this level here at 610.29, a lot of room down to 597.29. Would I expect us to fill that move in one day? Of course it could, but I do have some intermediate levels, if you will, here. Can't really see it much on the 4-hour, but on the 1-hour, we had this previous resistance turn to support. So I'll watch that area here, but it does look like good chunk of room here to move back down, but we'll see what the market wants to do. I'll definitely be watching shorts underneath that level. Let's go over to the tech now. So Apple and Tesla up first. Let's look on the 15-minute. Apple kind of making another new range. Like, we had that crazy range for a while here that we finally broke out of, and now we're making yet another channel. So not interested in Apple unless we break out of this range here. We have this demand here at 273.74. Underneath that, I'll look at puts down at 270.75. Yes, we do technically have room like underneath the previous day low, just not a lot. I mean, this level here was very strong at 276.28. So maybe if we get underneath 276.28, I'll look at shorts down to 273. As far as calls go, we have to get over previous day high and over 280 before I move back up to 281.19 and 282.05. So we'll go over to Tesla. Again, Tesla. I don't even know why I even bother showing it in the watch list if I'm not even trading it. But previous day high, previous day low. Very big range. I mean, yeah, take your shot. It's up to you. Underneath, let's see. Let's go with like the 4-hour and 1-hour here. As far as the 4-hour goes, underneath 441, the previous day low, and 440.29. I mean, I guess I would watch puts down to 435.2, be my next demand. As far as rejects go, over the previous day high, really the high of 2025 at 479.38 would be my main area. Like, if we go to the daily, like if we can get over that 475 area, 480, like that looks pretty solid. Yeah, this is last year's high. 2024 highs at 488.54. Let's see if Tesla wants to be strong. I mean, it looks really good here on the daily. It looks very strong. If we can just get over these highs here at 480, then yeah, I mean, all-time high really seems like inevitable at that point. Let's go to NVIDIA and AMD. Man, NVIDIA has been just wild recently, the price action. I'll watch calls over this alert here that I've placed at 183.24, which is over the previous day high. Sure, I would watch calls over 178.18 up to the previous day high, but man, the intraday action on NVIDIA has been very tough recently. I do like puts, though, underneath this previous day low zone at 174.67 and 173.58. I'll watch puts down to 169.54. We'll see if NVIDIA wants to complete the prophecy here. We have these weekly highs here at 150, so 149. Weekly candles look very bearish. Let's see if it wants to continue down and retest these highs. It looks really good, so we'll see. If I had to bet on which direction Tesla would be going, we broke this bear flag. We had a very bearish day. I mean, I'll look at puts for sure on Monday underneath that previous day low. And we have a bunch of lows underneath, but that weekly level here at 153, I mean, these mean nothing compared to that. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. AMD, same exact thing. Right, came in, put this beautiful bear flag in, beautiful bearish day on Friday. I'll definitely be watching puts under this 209 previous day low and 206.61 down to 194.28 and really retest that former weekly supply and yearly high at 186.65. I mean, again, that looks really, really sharp for a retest here, that wick here. Man, I remember AMD's price action was so clean here in the fall. It was awesome. But we'll see. We'll see if it wants to keep moving down. Again, weekly double wicks here. You know, it looks pretty bearish, but crazier things have happened. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just wanted to be bullish as fuck, especially in this market. So let's see. Google here over previous day high. I'll definitely be watching calls again. Google's been, you know, having a nice pullback, retesting this previous all-time high. We retested it to a T. I mean, look at that hourly candle. I mean, that is as good as it gets at the previous all-time high. I mean, that is beautiful. Putting in a really nice flag. I mean, honestly, Google's chart just is sexy. Like, it just looks awesome. Probably adjust. Do I want to adjust this trend line here? Maybe. Let's see. Let's take a look on the 4 hour just because, like, after hours plays a role. Yeah, we'll keep it there. So, man, if we get over this previous day high and finally get over this trend line, bro, I mean, that looks like calls new all-time highs for sure. Underneath this previous all-time high, though, if we slip underneath, we go back to the daily here, we slip underneath this daily gap at 303.95. I'll definitely be watching puts down to the close of that day at 299.66. So we'll see how far the bears want to take it on Google. I'll play my levels, though, over 310.54. I'll watch calls to previous day high. Under 310.54, I'll be watching puts down to that previous day low again. All right, so that'll be Google. Amazon was one of the most beautiful charts ever on Friday. Caught really nice put play here. This previous low a day. If I go down to the 5 minute. Entry was here at this 10:45 candle. This previous low a day. Caught this entire move down, which was my price target here at 225.09. Didn't even have to update the chart. All of that is on my X account as well from that trade on Friday. Just rode the trade all the way down to the price target, scaled out along the way. It was beautiful. So didn't even have to update the levels there. So if 225 breaks, though, I'll watch puts down to my next support, 223.79 and 222.26. As far as calls go, I'll watch calls over 227.39, over 228.69, and up to the previous day high at 230.14. Then above that, I have 232, which has been a really strong level. As far as the daily goes on Amazon, man, I mean, it looks obviously pretty bearish. Let's see if it wants to come down and retest this bottom here at 215.27. If not, maybe it can find support here, make a higher low right here at 222, and then start moving back up to all-time highs. But we'll see. All right, so that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. We're at 31, 32 subscribers, 2 years of making videos. It's the bamboo method. It's nothing, but we keep watering the plant and then expansion all at once, just like the trading journey. So if you're passionate about the stock market and day trading, swing trading, investing as much as I am, please consider dropping a like, subscribing to the channel as well. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I'm wishing you all a great week inside and outside the market. And I'll see you all in the next watch list. Peace.